Well, we recorded our new record, New Maps of Hell, in about a period of 4 to 5 months. Debuted at 35 on Billboard, so it totally surpassed all of our expectations. Brett Gurewitz and Greg Raffin are the key songwriters, so Greg lives in Ithaca, New York, and Brett lives in Los Angeles. So I drive up to Brett's house and he'll play me his ideas, and he has a Roland V drum kit there that I'll jump on, and we'll demo his songs and I'll come up with my parts. I like the give and take collaborative effort. Yeah, so we'll listen to Greg's songs, do our homework, and then the band will meet for about 2 weeks of pre-production rehearsals, work out the arrangements and all that, and then we'll go into the studio. When we record, we obviously go for like the best raw organic sound that we can, and then obviously when you mix a record, they put some gloss on it, some compression. But yeah, my favorite tone in a drum is an honest, true tone with what's coming out of the shell. Back in DW, just for their tone and the craftsmanship that goes into it. I mean, I've never met a guy that loves a drum or wood more than John Good. I mean, he's the expert. I think that's why I've been with DW for like 14 years, because they're just the most natural sounding drums I've ever played. Before I get a new drum set, I usually cruise up to Oxnard, where the factory is, and I'll have lunch with John, and he'll ask me, okay, what is the gig? What type of sound are you looking for? What kind of finish do you want? So, yeah, it's kind of, we both have input on the manufacturing of the drums, but I have nothing but trust in DW when it comes to building the drums, and they're really good with customizing anything that you want. The new set that I'm using right now has VLT wood, which stands for vertical low timber, and I have reinforcement hoops on the top and the bottom of the shell, which brings out a lot of the high end. And with the VLT wood, it gives you nice depth. So it's probably the best kit they've ever made me. I use a DW 9000 double pedal. So when I was younger, I used to use 2 kick drums, but I just like the feel and the sound of both beaters getting the same tonality on the bass drum. I use Vader sticks, 5B nudes, which has no varnish on it, so when I sweat, when I get my man sweat on the stick, it doesn't slip out. I'm still gripping it tightly. My cymbals are Zildjian. I've been with them for like a decade, and yeah, everything they make is awesome. My heads that I use are made by Evans, and yeah, they have a nice variety of heads that I use. Really supportive and perfect for every style of drumming. I think Rhino, my drum tech, changes my tom heads once a week, and then my snare head maybe once every 4 shows. So I kind of like the head worn in a little bit. I'm okay with that. But then it gets to a point where it's just too dead. So, and then the kick head, not that often, maybe twice or 3 times on a tour. We'll change it. I primarily leave all my gear up to my tech, and that's why we hire him. So Rhino is just an exceptional tech and keeps everything intact. And yeah, I mean, there's definitely going to be a few scratches, by the end of the tour on the drum kit, just from people throwing, sharp objects sometimes.
Delirium of disorder, delirium of disorder.